of the Wayans brothers. This might be just the outtake. Okay.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Good morning, and yes, that was the extended play. Wait a minute. Good morning, everybody.
Christie.
Welcome to the Taylor Tilton Show. I'm Christie Taylor, and this is
Tina Tilton, and good morning to you guys.
It
On the
sounds
road
like-
again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
I was just about to say, it sounds like you're already on the road. Now, ladies and gentlemen, typically it's a wonderful time when I can start the show with Tina at home, and then midway the show, she's getting in the car. But to actually start the show and you're already on the road. Okay, first of all, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Taylor Tilton Show. I'm going to get into how and why she's already on the road. It's 9:00. Oh my goodness.
No. This grown folk business. That's why I'm on the road. Grown folk. See, what had happened was when you're married and your spouse is a traveling musician, sometimes a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So a girl is meeting her spouse halfway to do what married grown folk do. That's what's going on. So
well, you know something. Okay. We might.
Oh yeah, I'm pushing this metal. Woo! You should see me. I'm doing like 80.
Wait,
I'm getting to my man on it. I'm getting to my man.
Okay, well, thank you very much. TMI on this Taylor Tilton Tuesday. TMI on this Taylor Tilton Tuesday.
I'm gonna pull a barcade. I'm gonna pull a barcade. They said what grown folks do.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'm glad that first and foremost that you can do what grown folks do on this Taylor Tilton Tuesday. And
I'm coming, husband.
ooh, and he's probably like, I'm listening. I hear you, and I am ready to go. What you said? Ready? He ready?
That's right.
Now the Taylor Tilton Show is brought to you by
Christie Taylor Consulting and the Podcast Center.
Woo! I'm super excited about this. Okay, first of all, I'm not drinking orange juice with my spiked orange juice with the cayenne pepper, but I am drinking something that's orange. Okay, so I've been out and about, and I must say, the weather is changing, and if you all can see me right now,
Oh yeah,
I have on some leggings, and in the house, I have on a fleece hoodie type, out, like a pullover, like a very warm pullover. Now I know if I step outside, it's gonna probably be hot. And I'm gonna have to put on a tank top. But inside the house, it's cold. So I'm like, put your socks on, put some leggings on for the show. I got out of my pajamas, yes, because I sometimes be, sitting up in my room, doing the show. But this time I'm at the desk, laptop, and everything. But I'm fully dressed for the day.
You want to know what I got on?
Oh God, woo! I don't know. TMI Tuesday.
Ain't gonna tell you. What grown folks do.
Well, this grown person also, while having on leggings and a pullover fleece, I have on a bath towel around my head. Yeah.
Oh Lord, you know what I got on my head?
What?
My beautiful long wig.
Ooh, all right, long
Yeah,
wig.
it's one of
All right,
Sam's
long wig.
favorite.
Oh, a
Yeah,
girl's gotta do.
what a girl's got to do when they can't come to you, you got to go to it.
Wait a minute, Tea about Tuesday. I think this,
Okay. I'm done. I'm done.
wait a
I'm
minute.
done.
I thought it was a Taylor Tilton Tuesday, but officially this is a TMI Tuesday. Welcome
My
to the
bad.
Tuesday.
Okay. I'm finished. I'm
It's
good
all
now. I'm
good.
good now.
Wait a minute, but you know something?
What's that?
After the weekend we have both have, you are totally deserving of a TMI Tuesday. Okay. Can we
Yay!
Tina, let's see if we can do a recap. And for those who are checking us out, feel free to drop us a comment. For those watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, thank you all for hanging with us on this Taylor Tilton Tuesday.
Thank
Um,
you.
okay, try to do the recap. I'm gonna see if I can fill in the blanks.
Well, since I'm driving on
Hold
these here
on.
roads, I'm trying.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Stop the presses.
What?
Another Memphis news alert. Another Memphis news alert. Okay.
What?
Can we become
What?
journalists real quick?
Okay.
Can
What's
we
going on? 'Cause
breathe for a
I'm
moment?
not in this right now. So what's going on? Because I'm not there. I'm outside of Memphis. But
After the week that we've had, we're going to get to the weekend recap. But for those who have been in the city of Memphis, you've been watching national news, you know that we have had a serious attack on our well being and our mental health with things that have been
yeah,
going on in our community and in our city. And, everything from kidnappings to rapes to a rampage of murders.
yeah,
I'm really just wanting to, as we've been saying throughout the city, I actually was at Crosstown Concourse yesterday and I saw a mixture of politicians as well as faith leaders were meeting together. I didn't go to the meeting, but I was aware that there was a meeting going on, that they are converging, trying to determine how can we address as a full community what's happening, with our Memphis 3.0 and the expansion and the fact that there's a lot of revitalization from one end of the city to the other. We got to make sure collectively that we don't leave anybody out and that no one is, as they say, left behind, because the type of rampage that went on with that young man, the 19-year-old who was out
yeah,
on parole, had a court
yeah.
hearing that very day and just caused havoc on the city. So I just want to definitely say, as a journalist, that we are aware of what's happening in the city. We are aware of the challenges, but we also are aware of the forward movement that Memphis is having. And I've seen so many people on social media, because Memphis has a tendency to beat up on itself. But let me say this, just as a pause before we get into our weekend recap, that
Okay.
there's still a lot of great things that are happening in our city amid the tragedies that have occurred in the last 7 to 14 days. And can I just say, one of the things is that Ephraim Urevu, who is a Nigerian artist who's been in Memphis for over 30 years, who helped spur the growth in South Main, is now putting his sights on Jackson Avenue. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be talking
Oh,
about how
talk about the North Memphis.
North Memphis.
Okay. North. Put your thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to be, I'm going to see if I can do him, reach out to him and have him on my show for an interview. But, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that good is still happening throughout this community on all levels, and that people are converging from faith to public sector to the government, and trying to make sure that we address all of our concerns, because we want Memphis to grow, and we want it to grow, in a positive way, while also tending to those things, where we have tragedy. So I just wanted to pause and say that before we do the weekend recap.
Yeah, and I got another tidbit of good news. Church's Chicken got a digital coupon online.
Let me tell you something. Real quick.
Two can buy for $8.99.
I need to be finding that coupon, because Tina helped me move about a month ago. I had some movers plus Tina Tilton's moving van. I had certified movers, and then the next day Tina Tilton's certified moving van. Well, I'm back inside the 240 loop, and I forgot how many churches chickens were in the community. But let me tell you, I am still always blown away by the one that has remained at Poplar and Ayers. Poplar and Ayers. I think no, okay, wait. It's Poplar and Pauline on one side. Yeah, the Poplar and Pauline at Ayers. Honey, that across to what used to be Dixie Homes, which is now a whole nother. Honey, that church has said we ain't going nowhere. Y'all can build around us. Y'all can build all these hospitals and all this pretty stuff.
I hope Ephraim don't take away the church of chicken out there in Jackson. We need that chicken.
We need that church of chicken.
Let me stop. But I mean, yes, but definitely, you know, there has been some challenges with Memphis, but just on a lighter note, just trying to have some fun. As I get to my husband, I'm coming to you, honey. I'm coming. I'm 37 miles away now. But you say weekend recap? I don't even know what I did this weekend, Christy, besides seemingly put out small fires, and that's what I call them. I'm like, these little interruptions or disruptions are small fires that appear to be needing to be put out in my own personal life. So I don't even know what I did. What I do besides go to the podcast center and be with you for training? What else happened? I don't know.
Okay, well, we can't skip over amid all of the things that were happening, throughout the city. We got to talk about the 33rd Southern Heritage Classic. My brother and his wife came in town. They do that every year. They do the tailgating at Tiger Lane and at the Liberty Bowl, the whole 9 yard. And of course, crisscrossing the city, Lamar Rucker was in town. They had a lot of great,
I saw him.
Even the actress from Katari Hall's P-Valley, the one who plays Mercedes, she was in town. I even saw Bev Johnson. They snapped it up with different people. So if you're in Memphis and you're reading people's social media, you pretty much, if you could not be at the Orange Mound Parade, or you couldn't be at the golf tournament, or the classics, Orpheum performance, concert. So much was happening. So shout out to Fred Jones.
Yeah.
And for the 33rd Southern Heritage Classic, that's with Jackson State, Tennessee State. They battle it out. Now, of course, one of the things I did while you're trying to remember what you did.
I promise you, I cannot remember.
Well, Friday, I had a chance. It wasn't an official Southern Heritage Classic event. However, Deshauna Spencer, originally from Memphis, now living in the DC, Baltimore area, she was in town for the Classic because she graduated from Jackson State University. And she said she had to come to this one because, for those who know, Jackson State University is no longer, as we know to date, not going to participate. Deion Sanders made that choice as the new head coach. That he's not going to necessarily just be fully committed to just the Southern Heritage Classic. So a lot of the JSU alum were in town. And Deshauna Spencer, why she was important to me is because she created Quayle TV. That is like one of the top Black streaming platforms equivalent to Sundance and Netflix. And she came home for the weekend and she wanted to meet with filmmakers. So I got a chance to hang out with her at the Art Bar. Yeah, child. I was hobnobbing. Mm-hmm.
Well, now why did not you say
okay? Well, first of all, this is why the static in the road. See, even the airways know that I told you about it, but apparently you was putting out fires.
Yeah, I was. Did I tell you which fire it was? I can't remember.
Friday night. So what were you doing Friday night? What fire were you putting out Friday night? The reason you didn't show up at the Art Bar at the Crosstown.
What fire was I putting out? A small one. I don't know which one it was. I missed her. Did you TV notes then?
Well, I'm trying to make ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Taylor Tilton Show. Christie Taylor is in studio, aka at the house. Tina Tilton is on remote, aka in the car, on her way to her hubby. So any on the road distractions or interferences is because she's on the road again.
But you know what? I'm not in Memphis though, so I don't have many distractions. This is such a peaceful country road that I'm traveling right now. There are like 3 cars in front of me that's way ahead of me. And I'm just kind of cruising, waiting to get to my husband.
Take me home, country road, to the place. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you said country road, it just really just came on my mind. But Friday night, yeah.
Life.
Well, Friday night, Tina was putting out a small fire while I was hobnobbing with filmmakers in the film community. That included everybody from Angela Green, Jason Farmer. Michael Davis came super late. My girls Jessica Cheney and Amanda Willoughby, and just a host of other. Aisha Razan was in the house. I mean, Delwan Coleman. Yeah, an actress who does a lot of great work. Judy Steiner Gray was in the house. Kayla, she's over there at Indie Memphis. Camille Fryer, speaking of the film community, she came early, and gratefully I got there before she left. And just yesterday, speaking of Camille Fryer and Kayla over at Indie Memphis, Camille Fryer has been named the first African-American female to head up a major film festival here, Indie Memphis Film Festival. Of course, Angela Green had On Location Memphis, but this is like a big thing because Indie Memphis has never had, number one, an African-American, and number two, they've never had a female to lead it. So, and she's a young lady, young, amazing filmmaker. So shout out to her. Tonight we're going to have before we get to the recap, I do want to say Camille and them, they're going to be having the Indie Memphis Festival preview party. Also, her birthday is this week.
I like to talk to you on the phone.
Oh, God. So I'm going to be at Black Lodge. Yeah. But anyway, back to the Classic Weekend and Friday. And it was an unofficial Classic event, but hopefully, we can keep that up, having those type of filmmaker gets-togethers. But then Saturday, let's get to Saturday because you can't even remember Friday, apparently. The fire was so, but I do know that Tina woke up very early Saturday morning to beat me at the podcast center because we had a full day training session. We had our very first. The podcast center offered a training class for those who are going to be radio hosts on 96.3 FM, bumping 96.3 FM. Okay, yes. I need to drink something. Hold on, let me drink something. Hold on, ladies.
Okay, well, while you're holding, I can tell you this. While I got there extremely early, like 10:15, I was not alone. I was with my 2 daughters. And it was raining Saturday morning. But we had umbrellas, and we still got it. And so Sunday morning, my children were, choo. I said, what's wrong with y'all? I forgot I had on sleeves, right? So I had on a jacket. They didn't have on a jacket. They had shorts on. But they still had umbrellas. But I guess when it's rainy and some kind of windy, but it didn't appear to be very windy. But nonetheless, I believe their little arms got wet, and they did have a few sniffles on Sunday that mommy had to doctor on and take care of and things like that. But I would have to say I'm gonna commend my girls. They did a really good job. I thought they were good. They did fairly well. I would give them a C plus if that's fairly well. Okay, I'm gonna give them a B minus. I'll give them a B minus. A B minus. Yeah, they did fairly well. But most of all, I would like to congratulate and thank the participants that came out. They were so intrigued and so interested on Christie's Coach bag. And I was just like, wow, Christie, well, way to go. I am so
Coach bag.
Your Coach bag. Yeah. Because, and see, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about a purse. Okay, let me make that very clear. I'm not talking about a Coach bag.
I was about to say, I don't think I own a Coach bag. Do I own? Okay, I may own 1 or 2 designer. Maybe my sister gave me a Coach bag. Anyway, go ahead. What about this Coach bag I did on Saturday?
The Coach bag is that Christie, you guys, was the coach of the Podcast Center's training class something that I could have never pulled off. She did a phenomenal job, and she'll be live and in living color again this Saturday, the 17th, as well as the 24th. If you want to see Christie and her coach bag, because she brought that coach, she brought that coaching, she pulled her coaching skills out of that bag of hers, this big black purse. So I'm still calling that a coach bag because she had all kinds of bells and whistles, and she was prepared to talk to the participants or to the applicants about how they could effectively do their podcast. So hats off to you, Christie Taylor. Again, your coaching is phenomenal. I know you can always go to ChristieTaylorConsulting.com to receive any of the services from her, which does include coaching. I understand that, but honey, you were in full gear on Saturday, and I just had an opportunity just to sit back and take the last page. You know what I told those people, boys and girls? I told them, I said, I ain't gonna do like Christie. I got it. My story is very short. It's $100. Okay, here's your sheet. Here's your sheet of paper. You can read it, but it's $100 to be on. And they understood. But I mean, but seriously, my part was very brief. But Christie is a phenomenal teacher. Even Tracy Bethea had to comment on.
She sure did.
And say, "Wow, great job, Christie," because it was.
Well, you know something. Well, see, Tracy, while she wasn't there, Tina had the foresight to, get her smartphone and do a video clip of me doing the training on Saturday. And you got a great segment of what I was talking about. And yeah, Tracy even commented on Facebook. And I'm looking forward to just partner with anybody. Of course, me and Tina, we are joined at the hip officially, the podcast center. This is where, but this is where I'm going to be doing a majority of my media and radio training. We'll be at the podcast center, and we're located in Bartlett. And like she said, this Saturday. And when I was 12 to 5, and I was very impressed. I was a little tardy because when the rain was raining, coming down hard, and I was driving slower than Miss Daisy.
That's okay.
And I will say that, they were so patient. And once I got there, I explained, I'm like, hey, let's rock and roll. And even when it came to the lunch break, they were like, we don't want a long break. Like we went and grabbed our food. Many of them came back. We ate it right there because they wanted the information. So I am really, really grateful to Tina Tilton and the Podcast Center for, making this home for me. I've been wanting to teach and train for a minute. As a matter of fact, truthfully, ladies and gentlemen, this was a conversation when Tina and I reconnected at the end of 2019, and she allowed me to help her with rebranding in her business to the Podcast Center. And even I did sweat equity and move furniture around, and she allowed me to do it that I wanted to in 2020, the spring of 2020, my goal. And we had started making moves to start offering these kind of training courses. The pandemic definitely put a long pause on it, but I'm so grateful that here in 2022, finally the fall of 2022, we are in class. We are in session. The semester has begun, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. And let me add this. There have been many people to contact me about this new opportunity on Bumpin' 96.3 regarding being a podcaster, talk show host, or DJ. And currently, right now, I can say we have about 18 slots that are filled. So we only have 48 technically, and we're not even 2 weeks into it. We only have 30 slots left. So please, by all means, make sure that you contact me or Christie. ChristieTaylorConsulting.com or TinaTilton.com, or just show up at the Podcast Center this Saturday or next Saturday to ensure and reserve your slot on this new FM Bumpin' 96.3. You heard?
Come on, you heard me. I just feel like that should go there. You heard me.
I know. Get into character.
Let me say something else too. This weekend after the training, because the girls did so good, we had Tina and I always do a recap if we ever have meetings out and about. And instead of her saying, no, I'm just going to go to the house with the girl, she was like, yeah, let's go get a bite to eat. And Tina and I had a chance to have our Saturday dinner.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dinner.
At the two young ladies, because they did behave so well, and they had a chance to be big girls at Old Charlie's. So I hadn't been at Old Charlie's in such a long time, but I had fun. You know something?
No. Now, you hadn't been around children in such a long time. Let me tell you, Christie Taylor acted like them kids' grandmama. That go now. Sit down now. Oh, you dropped the fry. Don't pick that up. Leave it there on the floor. They'll get it. You don't want to get your hands dirty again. Then Olivia had a little cough. She said it was the air quality of Old Charlie's, and she's like, oh, well, turn that way, honey, and make sure that you.
Okay, come on now. But you know something?
Understood.
I was acting like they older auntie / second grandmama. I really was. Lord,
that's exactly what you said. You said, "Oh Lord, I'm acting like that grandmama." I said, I'm just like, all right, sit down, pick that up, leave that alone.
No, I'm not.
Get some hand sanitizer. You'll be all right.
And see, that's the thing, just to see them, and they were just having simple fun. That's the other thing too.
Yeah,
they're
just happy too.
Giggling and literally giggling and laughing like just all the joy in the world just from drinking their sodas and holding their hands a certain way. And it's just like, oh my God, the simplicity of childhood is a beautiful thing to witness. It really is. But of course, at times, even when we were leaving the podcast center, they kept hugging me in turn, and then Tina be like, okay, yeah, y'all be doing that, but get on. So that was good. That was good to be able to be around them. But I will say, going back to the rain and later on the sniffles, I think that really what it was is that Tina was freezing us at the podcast center. I'm still cold.
My bad. I was trying to kill the germs. You know how the hospitals keep it cold in there so you kill the germs? I was trying to make sure the germs were killed.
Baby, them germs was kilted it. They were kilted it. Them germs was kilted it, baby. Because even when a man says, yeah, it's cold, it's cold.
Oh, wow. I didn't know a male said that. My bad. I'm sorry. I was cold too, but I just didn't want them to be uncomfortable. So I just kept turning the air down to 67.
And one time I turned it up to 72. One time I turned it up to 72, and next thing I know it was back to 69. I'm like, okay, now.
Yeah, it was.
I think you had it set at 70, and I moved it to 72, and then you put it to 69. So I said, don't touch it no more, because the next thing I know, it's going to be 68.
Yeah, that's true. That is what happened. But I mean, seriously, I didn't want to stifle anyone. I know how that office can get, because it's when it's cold, or in the winter when it's hot. It's hot, but the moment it turns off to, reset its temp or whatever, it's too hot in there for the summer, and it's too cold in there for the winter. So I just keep it on, just like, don't worry about it. You can cover up. Y'all be all right. Get this lesson. Learn this lesson.
Two songs. It's getting hot in her. And then I want to sing Frozen. I don't know all the words. It's both of them. But you know something? Okay, so thank you, Tina Tilton. Super cool, nice vibe. I love teaching. I've even been inspired to revisit some of the curriculum that I wanted to teach at a local college. Just wanted to create an opportunity to have these series. And let me tell you all, I gets into it, y'all. I get excited. I really do love training and teaching, because I'm talking about the history. I mean, I'm real nerdy. I'm like the history of radio. I get into hertz and gigahertz. I get into broadband. Look, if you are a communication professional and you're about to invest your money into this, you need to know the nuts and bolts. I don't think you should just be like, as they say, a pretty face on the air or a pretty face on the camera. You need to know what you're doing from all angles. So I really do like to anchor people if they want to do communication, whether it's video, television, podcasting. Know the nuts and bolts so that you can really be confident in it. And I got deep into radio formatting, the radio format clock. As a matter of fact, I got today or tomorrow, I need to actually create a permanent clock. So I want to kind of
Oh,
do like,
good morning,
oh,
mommy.
and good morning, everybody. It's time to wake up. It's 9:30. Oh, good morning. Now, of course, typically, ladies and gentlemen, I used to be a sleepyhead that did not wake up super early, but for whatever reason, I got up like 6 something this morning and was already in show prep mode. And for those who've been looking at my Facebook, I mean, I've been posting early this morning, and usually I'm like just stretching to get out the bed in time to get on the podcast with Tina. But today I beat her here. But she did have to call me because I got so excited I was out the room and it was almost 9 o'clock. And she called like, "Where you at? Where you at?" I'm like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's showtime. All
yeah,
right.
showtime.
Hey, let me tell you this real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the room, what is it? If there's a heart in the house, if there's a heart in the house tonight, is that what they be
Uh-huh.
saying?
Stand up. Uh-huh.
Yeah, want y'all check in this morning so we can show y'all some love. But I do want to take this moment since I'm fully awake now. My alarm has gone off. I want to say that come Sunday, so a Saturday after we had the fun of the podcast center, had a chance
Uh-huh.
to have a dine out with our beautiful girls at the old Charlie's. I
Yeah.
did try to just kind of chill for the rest of the weekend, but something like Sunday, I ended up at Crosstown because I'm back in the city and I be trying to find cool stuff. And I think a friend of mine was like, "Hey, why don't you connect?" Oh, that's what it was. Saturday morning, around 12 o'clock, went to a friend. They got some property. They trying to figure out some things to do with it, and they had a couple of us come and give ideas of what they should do with their property. And then from there, I was like, "It is so pretty and sunny," because, like you said, Saturday was a rainy day, but Sunday was so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
I grabbed me something to eat after going to see their property, and I said, "I'm just gonna go sit at Overton Park for a second." Honey, it was 3 hours later.
Oh,
3
Lord, what you
hours.
see? What you see? I'm scared. What you see?
I saw the squirrels. I saw
Down there
golfers.
scared.
I saw
Thank
men
you.
and women jogging and
Oh, okay.
walking with the dogs, and
Okay.
a couple of
You didn't
times.
you didn't you didn't see special people come out the bushes, did you?
Ooh, wait a minute.
I'm just asking. I mean, I know that happens out there. I've been told. I never
Ooh, see,
experienced it.
I was more on the golf course side, but I do be hearing about them
That don't
creepers.
mean nothing.
I know, but no, it's not a lot of bushes where I was. That's all I'm saying. I was
Okay.
I was on the side closer to Poplar where you're between, it's more like the little road that goes between with some of the golf
Oh.
course and the
Oh,
museum.
okay.
Ooh, but
Okay.
I do be hearing about them bushes. I be hearing about them creepers in the bushes, but I tries not to be there after dark. I tries not to be there after dark. And
Ain't nobody got to be grown out the dark. I'm finna be grown in the daylight. You hear me? You don't have to be grown out the dark. I mean, you ain't got to wait till the dark to be grown.
well, hopefully you don't be in the bushes before dark. That's all I'm
Well, I
saying.
don't know now. I don't know. I'm grown now. I'm grown.
Oh God. But I remember the years when they would. Okay, Oakland Park is one of our most prestigious parks. It has a world-class museum. It had a College of Arts. It's around the corner. I mean, like literally on the same area. There is, the Overton Park Zoo. $1 million homes are in the neighborhood, so it was always shocking when I would hear it. Well, no, it wasn't shocking. Well, that became like the meetup place for folk, and they would be in the
Yeah.
bushes or in the
Right,
car,
right.
or parked in the cars. Lord jeez, but I'm so glad that they cracked down on it. But I'm gonna tell you something, ladies and gentlemen.
I am tickling myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you see somebody doing anything in a car, I'm not finna sit there and watch. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive on off. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Yeah.
I ain't gonna be. Y'all not gonna catch. Y'all ain't gonna be having me as one of y'all viewers. I'm not gonna be a viewer. I'm not gonna do it.
Nah, me either. I'm out. I'm out.
That's
So
the time.
why did
That's the
my
time.
youngest daughter yesterday ask me? She said, when I have another baby, will it grow in my stomach? I said, what do you mean when I have another baby? Mommy's not gonna have another baby. Oh, and I said to myself, girl, what you talking about? What you thinking? What you
Ooh.
predict?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now you know she could be being prophetic because you are doing a TMI Tuesday. Ooh.
That's true. But I got something in my blood system that rhymes with Bill. So that ain't gonna happen.
Do you replace the B? Do you flip the B till it looks like a P?
Yes, that is correct. So that should not that should not happen this month. Not in these 28 days. So I don't know anything after that. But and I asked her, I said, well, where did that come from? And she didn't really know. She couldn't answer me. And I was just thinking to myself, the things that children just off the top of their heads think of to ask. She's only 6. Why would you ask me that at 6 years old? And when I told her mommy was not going to have another baby, then she said, well, maybe we can wait till Olivia gets grown and she'll have one. And she'll tell me how it grows in her stomach. I said, well, that's when Olivia gets married and grown. Then she can have one. I said, and the same for you. You are a girl. Girls have babies. So I said women, girls, become women, and women have babies when they're married, and then they can have a baby. Oh, okay, yeah, I might have 1 or 2, but I'll wait for Olivia. That joke, that's right. I didn't know what to say after that. I just continued to fold my clothes and put them in my drawers, and it was like, God help me. I don't know what to tell the children.
First of all, can I say that I am so happy that you had a very nice, peaceful birds and the bees, girl and woman, baby story and experience, because so many times when adults, parents have those encounters, they can cause it to be a negative experience.
Okay.
Because they are shocked that children start thinking about basically human evolution and reproduction at an early age. And it's like the very fact that she even is at the point to know that children are in the belly. Because, previous generations would say is in a cabbage patch or soft.
Yeah. The stork bringing them.
Yeah, the stork is bringing them. And now to know that she's 6 years old and she knows that the baby actually grows in the woman's belly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So thank you. I just want to applaud you that you kind of kept your cool, because I was but can I say?
Did you get the stork story? You got the stork story?
Honestly, apparently I never asked the question, so Mama never had to tell me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I didn't. I don't ever remember that story. I never remember being inquisitive about childbirth. I never did. But can I say that I love the fact baby girl was like, I'm gonna let Olivia go first though.
She sure did. I tell my stars, I don't know how to come back after that. I just God help me. That's all. I got nothing.
I got nothing on that too. Okay, so let me get this very quick. We have been. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Welcome to. Oh, wait a minute. We need to do a commercial break. Welcome to the Taylor Tilton Show. I'm Christie Taylor. That's Tina Tilton, and the show is brought to you by.
ChristieTaylorConsulting.com. You got to do these right now, Christie Taylor. I'm running into a little traffic jam. Go on.
Okay, Chris. Okay, so the show is brought to you by Christie Taylor Consulting, and we offer core service to help you. If you're that busy professional, want to increase your visibility, you're in corporate, you that mover and shaker, and you like, folk need to know what I got going on. I'm your girl. I can help you with coaching, consulting, media training, helping you get your message tight. I'm that person. Now let's just say that you're like, hey, Christie, I also want to take a show, put it on radio, television. I want to put it on a podcast platform. Well, the Podcast Center, which is our other sponsor, headed up by Tina Tilton, is your audio video productions house. So we got you covered. If you want to basically do what we do,
you need to slow down.
I don't know if she's talking to the driver or me, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not you, the driver.
And in this moment, I put on brakes. Ladies and gentlemen. Sit up here at the office.
The speed limit is 45 now. It went from 65 to 45. We're in the inner city now. You got to slow down. Go 45. Quit trying to run over people.
And for those who don't know, Tina Tilton has just a slight bit of road rage. Just a slight.
That's rude and disrespectful to almost try to run over someone. Slow down. If I can do 45, you can too. Slow down. I'm trying to get to my main too. But I'm going to do it going 45. The speed limit. I don't want no ticket out here in this foreign land. This ain't Memphis. I don't know where I am. I kind of do, but I don't know nothing about these folk around here. So
let me let folk know. We started the show off. Typically, Tina gets in the car around 9:30, but she was in the car at 9 o'clock. She been in this non-road rage, aka road rage camouflage since 9 o'clock. Check your blood pressure. Check your blood pressure.
Oh, she's saying a quarter mile out, I will have arrived at my destination. Oh, honey, here I go. Now, see, this one right here just ran the light. What you doing? And whoever this is, I'm on the air right now. Woo! It's busy. It's a busy Tuesday.
It's a
my mama said, yeah. My mama said,
good morning, mama. Good morning, mama.
She's often told me, y'all got too much going on at your house. I said, I know. This is every day. But it's all right. This is my life. And I'm going to take it and make the best out of it. And I think I'm almost under the red light, too, up there fussing at somebody else that just ran the red light. Because that phone call distracted me. I'm on the air. And I'm a quarter mile from my husband.
Good morning, Sandra Hill Wilson. Good morning. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are inside the Taylor Tilton Show. We are super excited that you have been hanging out with us. And for those who have been sharing our post, thank you, Tyrone Mosby. Thank you so much to all those who be tagging, sharing. But I got to shout him out because he is faithful in the sharing. Thank you. And I am telling you, I've been up quite early, and I'm going to probably want to take a nap.
Let's do the getting to know you. Can we do that? Because see, I see my destination right there. I'm ready to pull over.
Ooh, pull over or pull up? Ooh, pull over or pull up?
I'm ready to pull over. I'm going to kick off with getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you. I think I went last time.
Okay, I'll go first. No problem. So as I was preparing to set sail today, and I was freshening up in the bathroom, I looked at my soap. And I said, "Oh Lord, I'm almost out of soap." Well, that particular bar, anyway. I have plenty other bars, but I can honestly say I love Ivory soap. Ivory soap is my favorite. That's the only soap that I use is Ivory soap. So getting to know you, if you ever for Christmas decide that you want to give me all these scents and bubble baths and lotions and stuff, I ain't gonna wear it. I'm gonna repurpose it. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if it ain't Ivory, I ain't using it. I need Ivory soap only. That's it. So that's my getting to know you. Ivory.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the way she did that was so emphatic. I'm like, did we get a new sponsor? Like, is Ivory now our new sponsor?
No, they need to be because that is all I use. but I messed around and used it on my daughter one time, and she said that she thought it was cough syrup. No. Mommy, this smell like cough syrup. I said, "Oh Lord, no, that's mommy soap." But I'm like, is that what I smell like? Cough syrup? That's my bad. I like Ivory. It doesn't, you know what? See, when I was younger, I used to use all of that stuff, and I used to like to sit in that in those bath beads. Have you ever sat in those Vaseline bath beads that's so soft you almost slip and fall in the tub?
Yes.
Oh, I love those things. Oh my gosh, I just used to indulge myself in those in college. And somewhere along life's journey, these ain't faring so well with my parts. I got a little irritated. I got to stop using this. What's the matter? And went to the doctor over and over. They're like, you cannot continue to use these bath beads or bath soaps or all these scented soaps. I used to love those scented soaps. Anything that smelled like blackberry or raspberry. Oh, I loved them on myself. But no, they stopped loving me somewhere between 20 and 21 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I had to make my clean as real as ivory. It's got to be 99.44. That's it. I got nothing else.
Wow. But you know something, ladies and gentlemen, I will say, if we're going to do the getting to know you about soaps and the body changing, and as women age, this is me and Tina giving y'all some real love this morning. I literally talking about that. I'm a bather. I used to be like a ritualistic bather. Like I would get all these different things. And yes, early years, I started noticing that any of those high chemical, high fragrance stuff was irritating my skin as well as my honey pot. But let me tell you something. As I aged into that was like you said, the 20s and the 30s. Plus, now we know a lot of those things with talcum powder and stuff can literally cause cancer in women. And of course, like you said, and if you have reoccurring issues when you go to your OBGYN. But in my 30s and 40s, once I started just using essential oils and all like that in my bath. But in my 40s, my skin was like, we just want coconut soap. And I had to, when I hit my 50s, now I've been breaking the rules using a lot of lotion because I ran out of, because I had to start, when I turned 50, and for those who know, getting to know you as a woman in her 50s, your skin changes again. And you start getting, because your estrogen level is dropping, and you start getting dry patches in the weirdest places.
Yeah.
And no matter how much lotion, and I like heavy creams, but then the heavy creams would start, because it's too much.
Hey, honey. I'm listening, Christie.
Oh, yeah, this is a TMI. Okay, let me just say this real quick. Coconut oil soap and coconut oil. I had to literally replace lotions and all that with strictly coconut oil because it's a healing. It's a very good healing, natural. Yes, whatever you want to say, whether it's the oil or the the stiffer version. But yes, your body changes. And ladies, when your body is giving you those signals, especially when it comes to your love parts and your skin, heed that, because it's a lot of toxins are in a lot of the things we already eat and drink. And your skin is the most absorbent of everything. So whatever you put on your skin, it is going into your bloodstream. Let me just tell y'all, honey. Let me tell you. Okay, now did she just jump off? Did her husband snatch the phone? Did he take the microphone?
No, but we was talking grown folks. We're in the car together right now. Oh, thank y'all for coming out, and God bless y'all. And
wait,
my bad.
Husband. Okay, we're in the show early, husband. I know this is a TMI. She had to do a meet you in the middle hookup. I know, we know. But Tina, who's on? Thank y'all for coming. But Tina, who's on your show?
Yeah, that's right. I do have a TV show, don't I? Today I have Mark Cauldron. He is the lead singer of Color Me Bad. I wanna. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so he's on the show, and then Felton Pilot, the lead singer of Confunction, is also on today's show. So I'm excited. It comes on today, you guys. St. Tilton's The Blend today at 10:30 in Memphis and 10:30 beyond the city.
Okay, and of course we are in the Christie Taylor show is coming on at 10 o'clock with basically the next 10 minutes. If you are in Memphis, Nashville, Chattanooga, Savannah, Rome, Georgia, Florence, Huntsville, Mobile, Little Rock, Jackson, Mississippi. If you're in also our latest city and state, Charleston, South Carolina, you can also watch the Christie Taylor show. And it also streams on YouTube and on podcast platforms. And I got to say this very, very slowly. My special guest is Freeway Rick Ross. Yes, the real Rick Ross, the American author, convicted drug trafficker, known as a notorious crack cocaine dealer who had a billion-dollar empire in LA back in the day in the 80s. He's going to be discussing on the Christie Taylor Show, the real Rick Ross, the Freeway Rick Ross, life after prison, rebuilding at-risk communities, and rebuilding his empire. So shout out to Levita McCoo making that interview happen. Thank you so much, everybody. Tina is on a
that sure sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. And God bless y'all and good night.
Ooh. And she means that. Good night, everybody. Great day. Wonderful week. See you next Tuesday.
That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been comma and a